What's up? Car seat here. Let's get to it, shall we? I think we should. Shannon Sharpe is one of the biggest supporters of LeBron James. Before we even heard of Nick Rome come out there and start supporting LeBron, Shannon was the big vocal point for LeBron. Still, he reps for LeBron. He does it proudly. No exception. No exception. He comes up, chin to the air, and he goes, "Skill! You see GOAT, James? GOAT man, GOAT man, GOAT man." He comes out and support LeBron at every turn. Even when LeBron is 100% wrong, he finds that silver lining for LeBron James. He never lets one stone go unturned. He says, "No, not Bron. Bron, we got to forgive Bron. We asking a lot for LeBron, putting a lot on his shoulders. Can the man just get a break once, Skip?" When they won the championship in Cleveland and brought the title home, who was the man sitting right there next to him? Shannon Sharpe. As you guys see from the thumbnail, it was Shannon. Now, Shannon Sharpe was a man who was under attack by a guest that was on his show, Antonio Brown, aka Antonio Clown, was on his show. Called the man Uncle Tom, called him a coon on the show. In LeBron's barbershop, LeBron with his big old glass of wine sitting there. Everybody in there who was supposed to be cool with Shannon, love Shannon Sharpe, everything. Called him a joke. And LeBron James sat there and said nothing. If that was your friend and you heard somebody talk about your friend like that, and you just sat there quietly and didn't say nothing, that means in his mind, he kind of agree with him. So the guy that thinks you were kind of a joke or a coon, or you just here to entertain people and that's just it, LeBron's kind of thinking it because he didn't check the guy that said anything right there on the show. LeBron did not come on social media and correct that either. He never said anything to Antonio Brown about what he said. You got a guy with a blonde damn mustache up there with some damn goofy looking braids in his head, about to screw up every money he got, talking about some, "I don't need no NFL, I don't need no money." Well, don't worry about it, buddy, because all that, your contract ain't guaranteed. So guess what? The money you say you don't need, guess what? You ain't gonna be getting it either. Yeah, he gonna be in Hollywood next, complaining how he ain't getting no roles. What, he gonna try to be in Black Panther too? I don't think so. My thing is this. Shannon Sharpe learned right then and there, LeBron James is not your friend. You can kiss up to him as much as you want on that show. He is not your friend, buddy boy. He just told you you're not. So I know it's almost your bedtime. So I'll try to get the video in so you can see it right before you go to bed. He's not your friend, dog. Definitely. And you guys can definitely support the page. Go to the Cash App. If you like everything you're hearing, hit up that Cash App. It's Carcino on the Cash App, and you definitely can click the Streamlab and show some support there too and leave me a message, as I will be emailing you today or later on tonight. You might be asleep when the message come in, but Real Opinionated Junkie said Oprah's a real sellout in the Streamlab. I saw that. And Simu, I will be sending you an email. He's got a new project out, y'all. He wants y'all to check it out. It's called The Bandit. It's hosted by Nipsey Hussle DJ VIP. King Sizzle, Predator Kingdom. I appreciate all the love, man. I really do. That was big of you. KC Mack. When Golden State wins this season, does KD stay one more year to try to win a fourth championship? Does that put KD in the top 5 all time? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But thank you for your donation and leaving a message. So if you guys want to leave a big message, all you gotta do is go and donate in the Streamlab. Click the link in the description box. And if you want to donate to the, if that's too much for you, or you just want to do Cash App because you got it, you just want to just say forget all that, go to Cash App, Carcino. So now back to business. Why did LeBron James do that to a guy who caps for him every day? This guy 5 days out of a week caps for LeBron James, not including Twitter when he ain't working. He on Twitter fighting for LeBron. He's staying up late at night. He got to be at work at like 5 in the morning. He up to 11, 12 o'clock at night watching your game. Antonio Brown ain't done a damn thing for you more than Shannon Sharpe has. Shannon Sharpe continuously for the past 3 years have been repping for you, have been a mouthpiece for you, and have been standing by you through all your ups and downs, rights and wrongs. Shannon Sharpe has been right there. And you let Antonio Brown come on your show and talk about Shannon Sharpe like that right in your barbershop, and you didn't check Antonio Brown? You let this man call him a joke, a coon. Those are very offensive words to say about another black man, definitely on a public stage like that. And you didn't check him? A guy that's your friend who's done more for you than this person has? And you just sat there and said nothing. Mav Carter and the rest of them, everybody said nothing. You know why? Because deep inside, they believe it. So, LeBron, I mean, Shannon, before you go to bed tonight and get your rest, make sure you watch this video because I want you to understand that. And you probably know it now. You probably saw it for the first time and realized this ain't my friend. He thinks I work for him. He's treating you like somebody that works for him. He don't have to show any loyalty to you, but let you not show any loyalty to him one time. See where he puts you. You see that, Shannon? All that capping you did for LeBron. What did I tell you? What have I been telling y'all about LeBron for years? It's all a show. That ego, that pride. Two-Face, he five-face. Oh, they were friends when he was winning in Cleveland. He got Shannon Sharpe right there with him on the celebrating on the bus. He would give Shannon Sharpe's tickets. Like, come on to the game. Come chill out with us. Come on, Shannon. When LeBron went to LA, he was like, I'm taking my talents where LeBron go. Nobody caps for him more than Shannon Sharpe. This Nick Roan guy just got on board. Shannon lives in LA, right next to LeBron. My thing is this, dude. I know it bothers you because you probably thought he was your friend. Now you see exactly how he works. Now you see exactly what he is. He sat there and let another man talk very disrespectfully about you in that manner. Now, if Skip says something about LeBron, they debate it. But Skip is never going to call LeBron James a coon or a joke in that manner. What Antonio Brown said about you was very disrespectful. Steven Jackson shouldn't have to be the only voice to stand out and say something. And he pointed out the fact that, man, LeBron and everybody else, they didn't even say nothing. He saw how messed up that was. The guy that sit right next to you, Captain Jack, saw how messed up that was. Shannon never spoke about it on the show, never said nothing about that. He acted like it didn't exist on the show, but behind the scenes, I know he know about it. And I know he's pissed. And he should be pissed. Because that's a very strong, disrespectful word. People throw it around now like it means nothing. Coon, you cooning, coon. No, that's a very serious charge to call somebody that. You better have ground. Let me make sure somebody ain't on the ground. That ain't on. That was different. I want it to be disrespectful. I want us to be disrespectful. Because I said I wouldn't wear this hat as long as LeBron was on the team. And right now, he ain't on the team. He ain't on our team. The Laker fans, the real Laker fans that showed up. Shannon Sharpe took a professional risk he didn't even have to take. For taking up, you know, he's in the Hall of Fame for the NFL, and he spoke out for Cap from the very beginning. When that show first started, first aired, the very first topic, it was very fresh when Cap took the knee. That came out the very first episodes. And he took a professional risk to get involved and talk about that subject on the show where everybody else was dodging. He was the first person to talk about it and get into it. Everybody was scared. Shannon realized LeBron is not a friend. He's not. He shouldn't be viewed as one. He could be an acquaintance. But I know it's kind of hard to talk back and you're just going to talk about him only as a player. What's up? Hello from the D. Don't worry, I got my Detroit Pistons video coming out today too. Y'all was like, the Pistons, your team. Where's your video for the Pistons? Well, the Pistons video is made and it's coming out. Antonio Brown is in beef with himself. Antonio Clown is what I like to call him. He's in beef with himself. He's so blinded by ego and want to be accepted. He's got the look at me mentality. That's why he got this blonde beard trying to look like the Black Hulk Hogan. Because he wants people to look at him. It's a, hey, look at me. I'm a clown. You see, these type of behaviors. Hey, Michael Campbell, I see you. See you out there, I see you. You said Star did what 3 minutes into his show? Well, there was always problems. Because one thing I admired about Shannon is that he was always willing to tell it like it was. Okay? That was my thing. Shannon always was going to tell it like it is. I don't know. What happened to Star? I didn't see anything today. Sometimes I don't get to catch Star stuff till late because I'll be making a live or he'll be making a live, and then I'll get caught into some stuff, and then he'll get caught into some stuff. So it goes down that way. Wow, that's what happened to him. He he got sick. See, that's one thing about the dangers of this job or what we do. It's like it knocks you off your axis. He said when he was returning home from a subway. Stars there now. And that was back on January 29th. It was around 2 a.m. in the morning, and Smollett claimed that the two men had beat him, that homophobic and racial. Okay, we got all that. I don't want to go that far back. I just want to do some conspiracies, and I just want the numbers. Okay, so you said 60 years is what he's looking at. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Shannon Sharpe and LeBron have each other's numbers apparently, where they could text each other and talk via text message. He said LeBron used to text him, he texts LeBron, or he'll get a call from LeBron, or he'll call LeBron. And you go, wow, if they're that much in contact with one another, why in the world would LeBron let something like that go down? Now, I believe in my heart of hearts that they've had a discussion about this. LeBron and Shannon Sharpe has had a discussion about this subject right here that we talking about right now. Ain't no doubt about it, Jack. Now, the thing of the matter is this. LeBron probably said, man, that's his views. I didn't want to get involved. But when the camera stopped, I did tell him about it. Now, if that happened, then okay, I'm correct. But I can only go off the information and what we know, what we've seen, what has happened, and what we know. So unless Shannon or somebody come out and dispute and put the fire out and say, oh, well, no, we worked it out and this and that, Steven Jackson should not have to come out on Instagram and say anything to Antonio Brown about how wrong he was and be the only voice to say something when he wasn't the one sitting in that room with them. LeBron should have said, hey, these are not my views. What was said on this show was not my views. These was the views of the other person. That's his opinion on it. I just let him ride. I don't agree with it, what he said, but that's his opinion. I don't think of Shannon that way, especially if there's somebody who's supposed to be your friend. You understand what I'm saying? Why would you edit that out if that's what it was said and you did all these things? Why would you edit that out? That would make no sense to edit that part out. Because you see what kind of problems you made by just leaving that in. If that was the sin, right? I see what you're saying, Jay Boogie. He could have edited the thing he said about Shannon out of the show. True. But that's what I'm saying. If somebody's around, we've seen this, we got friends. We all know how this business is. We know how this thing works. We all got friends. So we know a scenario that's bad when we see it, right? So we'll say to ourselves, in our brains, in our minds, we will always say, when a friend do something foul, or somebody who's not really a friend of us, and you hanging out with them, and you coming back and saying something to me that they said that's foul, I'm not caring about what they say. I don't really hang with them. I hang with you. And you supposed to be my friend. So if they told you something bad about me, now I'm curious because I want to hear how you dealt with that as a friend. Now the whole world got to see how you dealt with that. See what I'm saying? The whole world got to see how you dealt with somebody who's not a friend of mine, disrespect me live on your show, your program. Nobody caps for LeBron more than this guy, Shannon Sharpe. You can't name one other person that does it more than Shannon Sharpe. Nick Wright just came along. Shannon has always been the biggest LeBron James supporter there is. 5 days a week. He's just trying to copy off Shannon Sharpe. He's doing it 5 days a week, 24/7, even on Twitter. Max has no allegiance to nothing. That's why he's just as bland as ever and so stupid and says some of the dumbest remarks a human being could ever make. Because he has no allegiance to nothing. He's a commentator. He's not a debater. He's still my flow. He ain't steal my flow at all. He don't sound or move nothing like me. He just stole my title one time. He stole from other people though. Stole from academics. He stole from Ticket TV. He stole from a lot of people, man. Stealing from Star. He doing all kind of stuff, man. He's out of pocket. Well, Shannon Sharpe is a stand-up guy. He will stand up to you. He the one stood up to Ray Lewis, his best friend in the world. He didn't even have to say that or take a position against Ray. Him and Ray had some conversations. Ray said some things about him. So all of a sudden, Brian Warthog works for LeBron James. So yeah, exactly. Exactly. It hurt. It hurts more than it helps. You see what I'm saying? That kind of behavior always hurts more than it helps. Because now Shannon Sharpe would never look at LeBron James the same way again. Because if that person said that and you stayed quiet, like you did when he called you a joke, called him a coon on the show, and you didn't say a word, everybody in that room agrees with him. That's what you're saying. You agree with Antonio Clown, who sat there with his blonde beard sitting there talking about Shannon Sharpe in that manner. You agreed with it because you didn't say a word. Now, that means to me You ain't my friend. Not even close. And more to that, I don't think you anybody's friend. Well, you got to look at the facts. Nobody defends LeBron even when he's wrong more than Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe would attack Kobe. He would attack Michael. He'll attack anybody to protect LeBron's legacy as a player. And LeBron didn't even have the gall to say, you know what, hey, we need to chill here for a minute, dog. That's a good dude. Because when he was big up in you, you took him on the bus and took him on the championship parade in Cleveland. It's you and Shannon Sharpe. Y'all sitting there posing like, yeah, Skip, we won. Now you ain't been winning the championships and he's still been capping for you. He ain't your boy no more? Huh? Is that the case? He ain't your homie no more? You just kicked him to the side? He lifted you out of obscurity. Now you ain't capping for him no more? What's happening? Exactly, Damian Lyles. That's exactly what happened. I mean, they just sat there quietly, dog. How you sit there quietly when that's going on? To me, that's foul. That's real foul behavior.
So I see nobody ain't say nothing. So I guess I gotta be the one. I'm a big time AB fan. I rock with AB. Him and my little brother Jimmy Butler are real tight. So this ain't a diss. But check this out, bro. I think he was out of line for calling Shannon a coon. If you say Shannon coon, you saying we are coon. And that's kind of fucked up because I'm far from that. You know what I'm saying? Shannon stand for what he believe in. Who don't drink Hennessy? I smoke backwoods. I drink Hennessy too. So what you saying? Like, I think that was out of line to say that about Shannon. Shannon stand up for our culture. He speak for our culture. And he stand up for us, and he do a great job at it. That was kind of weak to call that man a coon. When it's real people up here that's coon, you dig. Facts. Hey.
Now, you see what I'm saying? Steven Jackson has to be the only guy to stand up and say something. But where's LeBron James? LeBron James was the main guy capping. He was capping for you, LeBron. You. He the one come out there in the Laker uniform. Shannon Sharpe be out there with the goat mask. Nobody caps for him more than Shannon Sharpe. and you didn't even open your mouth. You didn't put nothing on Twitter. You ain't put nothing on the gram. It's wrong. Nobody capped for him more than Shannon Sharpe. And to have this kind of disrespect, that man caps for you more than anybody in the world. And for you to disrespect that man by letting somebody come on your show, and if they had a difference of opinion with Shannon Sharpe, fine. Professionally, you don't like the way the man does his job, that's fine. But to call the man a coon and a joke, those are very disrespectful words and very strong and shouldn't be used. Now, if Skip Bayless called LeBron a coon, I'm quite sure Shannon Sharpe ain't gonna let him get away with saying that live on no air. And I guarantee you, a lot of people would have spoke up. A lot of people ain't, hey man, he called him a coon. But look at that. Shannon come out there with the jersey on, with the mask on. He reps you every chance he got. He's repping for you. He put the Goat Man mask out, the whole nine. Look at that. Look at that. He repped for you. Held you down. And all you did for him was treat Shannon Sharpe like he was a fan. So deep down in your heart, you believe AB when he said he's a coon. You believed it. You said nothing. That man said Shannon's a coon, a joke, and sat there with his Hulk Hogan dyed mustache, sat back, and y'all just sipped the wine like, Nobody said nothing. If I'm Shannon Sharpe, I'm pissed. I felt disrespected. I'm getting up out of here. How you gonna be called coon by a guy who's trying to dye his daggone mustache blonde? That is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Lewis is back? Lewis, we thought you retired. Everybody was like, man, Lewis is gone. Lewis then came back, y'all. Look at that. Yeah, strong friend, baby. You gotta check on your strong friend every now and then. AB don't know what the hell he want to be. He just want to be famous for something. Dude, play, shut up and catch. that needs to be the new shirt they need to make for you. Shut up and catch. Throw you the ball, catch it. That's your job. Mm-hmm. Well, they all got that cross to bear. They all gonna have to cross that road sooner or later. It's gonna happen. They're gonna clash. So when you start seeing different activities transpire, you start seeing people activities change a little bit. So they start switching things up. That's because people know things are about to get even worse than what they already are. They know. They know, they know, they know. Because when you winning, it's cool. Everybody likes you. Everybody feel a certain way about you. That they're all happy to see you come. Everybody's happy to see you come their way when you're winning. Now, when you're not winning, let's see what happens next. Let's see how they view you. Let's see how much you're respected. Let's see how much you're idolized. Let's see how much you're not idolized. Let's see what they don't want you to know. Shannon Sharpe learned that LeBron James is not his friend. That is the clear cut thing he learned. He might have already knew it, but now it's official. He's like, I seen that interview. LeBron's a coward. They gonna break AB like they did T.O. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. They broke T.O. because T.O. needed the league. Just like this clown saying he don't need the league. Then they own you. The way the contracts are structured, your money ain't guaranteed. So those 3 years you got left, they could say screw you. You're out of there. Basically, this is your last year in the league. So you better make it work. You better do something this year for wherever you go. Talking about some he don't want to go play for the Bills. Well, I don't know how you gonna pay your bills. Nothing against Gene. I just won't be watching it. I got stuff to do. So no, I won't be doing that. The Raiders are smart. If they anybody who thinking about bringing on Antonio Clown is going to be faced with the same situations. It's like, dude, you couldn't get along with Ben Roethlisberger throwing you the ball that many attempts. You got like 1,000-yard seasons, and you complaining because this guy is throwing you the ball. The game he had the outburst in, he got like 18 targets. He had like 18 targets that game, y'all. 18 targets, and he was crying for more, more, more. He's jealous because Juju was killing. Juju was killing it because he was getting one-on-ones and he was getting double. So Juju was getting his numbers up and killing it. And he mad. He can't take it. He got to be the one. 6 straight seasons with 100 catches. So that means he's been giving you the damn ball. I know. Shannon always talk about subjects and issues and take chances in which he don't have to take. But yet this man called him a coon based on how he feels about him and his behavior. Not to mention, Shannon Sharpe spoke against Ben Roethlisberger. Said Ben is not a good leader. He did both of them. But because it always the way he pertains to how you feel, and it's something about you, Antonio Clown. I never let him play for me. He can't come back in my locker room. I'll pay him, and I'll be like, look, if we can't trade him, I'll be like, look, we can't trade you, so you're gonna be on the team, but we don't even want you here. Go home. Don't even come to the locker room. Don't come to the game. Nothing. We just pay you to stay home. I was more agitated than anything about the situation, man. It was blowing my mind because I couldn't believe how crazy things were getting with this whole situation with him and Shannon Sharpe. Like he could have came back on Undisputed and defended himself at any time if he felt like it. He chose not to do that. Le'Veon Bell to the Chiefs, book it. Kobe ain't gonna pretend to be your friend. That's one thing about Kobe. If Kobe ain't your friend, he ain't gonna pretend to be. You gonna know that from the gate. Antonio Clown and Le'Veon Bell. He corrupted Le'Veon Bell. He got Le'Veon Bell thinking stupid. And now Le'Veon Bell is out there like, man, why am I broke? Money running low, ain't it? They decided to let you go. The Pittsburgh Steelers could have franchise tagged him again. And he would have had to sit out. And if he wanted to play, he had to come in and play when they reported the camp, or he wasn't going to get his money. They decided, what the hell? We ain't going to even waste the tag on him. Just let him go. Let him go. He's already missed over a season of football. You're not changing the NFL. You're going to have to go through the unions to change the NFL. The NFL runs it. So the only thing you could do is revolt. You want to change the league? Revolt. Start your own league. Because there's no way you're going to try to tell them what to do in their own damn league. Where they do that at? You don't like the contracts, the way they structured? Get with your union, strike, do whatever you do and say, hey, we need more guaranteed money. This is crazy. The way these contracts are scheduled. I got a $100 million contract and I got $5 million and I'm out the league. How the hell this happen? Listen, contracts have always been screwed up. That's why people love to get ownership in the NFL, because the way them contracts are scheduled, nothing's guaranteed, really. And then you got Shannon Sharpe speaking up for all these people, going against his own brothers in the doggone football organization, the people that got him in the hall and everything with this Colin Kaepernick situation. He's gone against his own franchise, the Denver Broncos. He spoke against them, spoke against the Baltimore Ravens, spoke against all the people, Ray Lewis, all the people he never had to. And you call this man a coon. Oh my God. Oh my God, when there's real coonery going on up there, nobody talking about them. All the cooning that's going on these shows, and nobody talking about them. But they want to talk about the man who has been putting himself out there for the brothers. Now, I don't like LeBron, and LeBron, Shannon's the biggest cap performer in the world. And hey, that's his opinion. I don't hate Shannon Sharpe. I won't call him a coon because he likes LeBron James. That's just disrespectful on every term. My goodness, it's insane. And the fact that he said this, and he's a public figure, and he said this on a publication, HBO, who I don't have no more. Anyway, they said all this on their show, and they're gonna keep replaying it, and it's gonna show LeBron James not saying a word, just sitting there. That shows me, LeBron, you feel that way. So I can't have the same respect for you no more. And for Steven Jackson to be the only man to stand up, that to me, that spoke volumes. That spoke volumes, very loud about the people that's around me. I'll be like, y'all can't be around me, dog. Sorry, y'all can't do that. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Won't do it. So, LeBron is not your friend, Shannon. He's not. And I know that's going to be hard for you to swallow. That is a tough pill to swallow. As much as you cap for this man. Much as you celebrated for LeBron and capped for him, that brother let you down. He won't be the first, he won't be the last, but that brother there let you down. He stayed as quiet as he was in that photo. I know, he's Hollywood, right? That's what we all say. So don't forget, man, to hit the Cash App up, donate to the page. You like everything you're hearing, hit me up. It's Carcino at the Cash App. Leave a message. Or you can go click the link in the description box, hit up the Stream Lab, leave a message over there too. I did my Captain Marvel movie review on Screen Fiend. There's two words separate, Screen Fiend. I did I did it live too. I did a live Captain Marvel movie review without spoiling anything. I hate that damn cat. And I will be doing my spoiler review soon. I wanted to do it yesterday. I just wanted to get it. I wanted to get it all the way out of my system. Exactly. So I'm out. Spoiler review gonna be some off the chain.